A new rocket system from NASA is in the works, but it's burning through a lot of cash before it will burn any fuel. RT's Sara Montes explains.
NASA has been working on a powerful new Boeing rocket for years now, with plans to return to the moon and travel to Mars. But according to a new report, this new rocket comes with a hefty price tag. The rocket, named the Space Launch System, or SLS, will require a substantial amount of additional funding. That'll double the initial cost of the project to nearly $9 billion. Now, this new cost could delay the launch even further. The first test launch of the Space Launch STEM rocket was scheduled for mid-2020, with a crew launch to follow in 2022. But the launch has been delayed at least 3 times now. The report calls out that NASA is expected to run out of money for the SLS 3 years earlier than anticipated. The report blamed both NASA and Boeing for the significant cost increase. Boeing tried to hire more staff, which made NASA increase its funding by $10 million per month. The report was very critical, but noted a positive step in preventing extra costs. One example was when a NASA employee was pulled off the program after he approved contract work for $318 million, when he was only allowed to approve $2.5 million. Now, both NASA and Boeing responded to the report, agreeing with at least some of its accuracy. NASA says SLS is the largest launch system in the history of spaceflight. The design, development, manufacturing, testing, and operations of the system are highly complex and represent a national investment in a long-term commitment to deep space exploration. Now, Boeing's response highlighted the difficulty in completing a project of this size. An unprecedented rocket program has inherent challenges. Developing the first unit, a system that will safely carry humans into space, even more so, and added that the program described in the OIG's report does not represent the Space Launch System program today. Boeing claims that they have already made the appropriate changes that the report recommended. And most recently, the space program has partnered with other commercial industry partners like SpaceX to make significant progress. We saw this earlier this year when SpaceX successfully launched its Falcon Heavy rocket jointly with NASA, which is the most powerful rocket in the world. But unlike the SLS, this rocket is reusable. The SLS will be used only once, and its booster stage would fall into the ocean following the flight. This is in contrast in reusability, which could perhaps lead to more critics for the SLS. NASA estimates the total cost for sending humans to Mars after lunar explorations could exceed $210 billion. And that's not even to set foot on Mars, just to orbit the planet. In Washington, Sara Montes, RT.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.